Tim, we are in Hong Kong. You are also very much based in Asia, in Tokyo. So how is the market going on now in Asia for you? What's your feeling?
Well, just like everything right now, it's going through a period of change. I don't think I have any clearer picture of what is happening or what is going to happen than anybody else.
But you know about Japan.
I do. I know about Asia quite a bit because I've been coming and working here for most of my life and have been very involved with Japan for well over 30 years and have had an office for 15 and a gallery for 10 years, and I represent many, if not most, of the most significant artists of the last 30 or 40 years. So we have a lot of deep experience there. We also do a lot of work in and with Korean artists, which actually is related to the post-war Japan because I came to know the Korean monochrome painters, the Dansekwa movement, while I was living in Japan. So we've got a lot of connectivity between Japan and Korea specifically.
And you have a very successful artist with Nara.
Yes, Yoshitomo Nara.
Yeah,
Indeed.
but you decided not to bring your Nara to Hong Kong?
Well, correct. We just closed a major solo exhibition in Los Angeles of new sculpture and painting. It just closed this past Saturday. It was I think our 11th exhibition or 12th in 30 years. It was the 30-year anniversary exhibition, in fact. And we talked about it, and Nara just decided that he wanted to take a breather. He's, as you know, well reproduced, well exhibited, well propagated in the news and press and so on and so forth. And I think he just wanted to take a breather, and we just have to respect that.
And why is Nara important, you think? Why is he such a successful artist over the world and above all in China, I think?
Well, I think it's really universal. It is global, not just China by any stretch. Although that has been a big part of his success, undoubtedly. The reason for his success, I think singularly, would be mostly rooted in his incredible ability to communicate. He's just a spectacular communicator. It's
with no words.
It's like a universal communication. Exactly. It requires no words. There's no verbal accompaniment that has to come with it, although should one want to go deeper or dive deeper, there's a lot of verbal, accompaniment that can well go with it, and often does. That's his singular greatest strength, is his belief in himself, his true self, his imperfect self, which is the title of the most recent show, and to in the face of often being misinterpreted, he continued to just lean in and go with what he believed in, and it's really quite an extraordinary thing to watch.
So what did you bring this year?
So this year we have a kind of spectrum of like the core program, the artists that are well associated with the gallery for decades in some cases, like a major Mark Rochon painting, for example. As well as introducing a few newer additions to the gallery. Sebastian Silva, great Chilean painter who's based in LA, first time showing for him here. And another younger painter, Patrick Eugene, from Atlanta, and Kaifan Wang, who's an amazing young painter, Chinese, based in Berlin. We just did a solo show for him just about 6 months ago. So it's constantly this same thing that most of the galleries are doing. You're trying to propagate a vision for the audience here of what you're known for, and also introduce some new things, including I'm doing a lot, of course, more work with post-war Japan. So we've brought excellent examples of Saramasa Motonaga, one of the great Gutai artists, Toshio Yoshida, another great Gutai artist, both of whom we now represent.
And you are going to open your new place in New York in September.
Indeed.
Woohoo!
Yes.
Large one.
Well, it's not grandiose. It's quite, I think, perfect scale. Ground floor, White Street, Tribeca, the cast iron columns, the kind of beautiful kind of surfaces and sensibilities we like about old New York. Perfect platform for us to further push our program, which is otherwise not seen so much in New York City.
Yeah, but is it the best period in time of crisis to open a gallery?
I think it's the best time to open a new gallery.
How do you manage
crisis,
that?
We need people to reinvigorate, bring fresh energy. We've been doing. I've been doing this now for 35 years. I've had the gallery for 30 years, and I don't really have any intention of stepping away. So I think it's a spectacular moment to do this. I think it'll help. I actually think it'll be a boost for the market. I actually, fun anecdote of another colleague of mine, Sadie Coles, who I adore and respect so much, and I know she's opening a new space
in
on
London.
Savile Row. And I saw that and I was like, that's spectacular. Bravo. Really.
Bon, we will follow you. Merci.